Hey, we're back with Dave Saunders from RO Advisors. Now, the big question, Dave, I want to ask you is the National Party come out with a new policy for housing. Now, we've always argued that housing is not really what businesses need right now, and certainly a help to them. So what's your thoughts on this? I'd be interested to know.
Mate, to be honest, I was really underwhelmed. Don't get me wrong, I don't like what the current government has done. I think it's far too complicated. But essentially what National have come out and said is they're just going to wind the clock back. And really there's two issues with this. The first one is we still have a shortage of housing. And if we wind the clock back, if we went even further back to 2015, say, where it was even more tax advantaged and the banks were even throwing more money at residential rental property, we didn't see any more building. And so there's nothing that they've come out with and said, oh, yeah, I think that's really going to change things. And in fact, they've come out and said they're going to, the zoning that they were part of pushing through, changing to make people be able to build, 3 stories, 3 sections three houses on a section. They're saying they want to undo that now. And so I'm going, if anything, this is going to be counterproductive in terms of the number of houses built. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and this is the bigger deal from a small business perspective, is that if you're a banker, Max, you're now running one of the big 4 banks, and you've got a choice of lending money to small business or to housing, when essentially the government, the Reserve Bank, government of the day and the Reserve Bank, they don't want to see house prices drop, and they'll do a lot to stimulate it, versus small businesses, flick them over like flies. To be fair, the government instigates most of the liquidations against small businesses. Which one are you going to lend money to? Because we've got terrible productivity from underinvestment, particularly in small businesses, and this is going to make it harder for small businesses to attract
I think
investment.
you make a very good point there, David. Look, the other factor is, our borders are open again now. We're talking about 100,000 extra people every month. Yeah. Now, currently, right now, we haven't got enough housing for our people.
No.
So another 100,000 people come pouring into the country. And if they're unemployed, well, that's not going to be very, very helpful. We need our businesses to be thriving, and
absolutely,
currently, right now, they're not, are they? So we got some some difficulties there. So thanks, Dave, and we'll probably see you next week.
Till next time.